You've heard at Magna Charter, as was signed at Baron's command, on Runnymede Island in middle at Thames, by King John, as known as Lackland. Some say it were wrong at Baron's, though will on King's sort of thrust. But you'll see if you look at both sides of the case, they had to do something or bust. For John, from the moment they crowned him, started acting so cunning and sly. Being king, of course, he couldn't do any wrong, but by gubby, he had a proper good try. He squandered the ratepayers' money. All their cattle and corn did he take, till there weren't a morsel of bread in land, and folk had to manage on cake. The way he behaved to young Arthur went to show his feelings was bad. He tried to get Herbert to poke out his eyes. No way to treat a young lad. It were all right him being a tyrant to vassals and folk of that class, but he tried his tricks on barons and all. That's where he made his faux pas. He started bombarding their castles and burning them o'er their heads, till there weren't enough castles left to go round, and they had to sleep six in a bed. So they went to King in a body, and their spokesman, Fitzwalter by name, opened a hole in his helmet and said, conciliary-like, "What's the game?" King started to shilly and shally. He sits, he haws, and he hums, till barons in a rage start gnashing their teeth, and then with their teeth gnash their gums. Said Fitz through the hole in his helmet, "It was you's put us in this plight," and John, having nothing to say at this here, murmured, "Leave your address, I'll write." This angered gallant Fitzwalter. He stamped on the floor with his foot, and was starting to give John a rare ticking off, when the hole in his helmet fell shut. "We'll get him a Magna Charter," he said when his face he had freed. Said the barons, "That's right, and if one's not enough, get a couple, happen they'll breed." So they set about making the charter. When it finished, they got it drawn up. It looked like a paper on cattle disease, or entries to Waterloo Cup. Next day, King John, all unsuspecting, and having the afternoon free, to Runnymede Island he'd taken a boat, and were having some shrimps for his tea. He'd just pulled head off a big un, and were pinching its tail with his thumb, when up come a barge load of barons who said, "We thought they'd be here, so we've come." When they told him they'd brought Magna Charter, King seemed to go kind of limp, but minding his manners he took off his hat and said, "Thanks very much, have a shrimp." "You'd best sign at once," said Fitzwalter. "If you don't, I'll tell thee for a start, next coronation'll happen quite soon, and you won't be there to take part." So they spread charter out on the table, and John signed his name like a lamb. His writing in places were sticky and thick, through dipping his pen in jam. And it's through that there Magna Charter, as were signed by barons of old, that in England today we can do what we like, so long as we do what we're told.